We got the semifinals of the Madden 25 Kickoff Classic here. We have Regs on your screen right now. Even though if you look at the team abbreviations, it is like their actual team names. This is Regs. The team name abbreviation thing is like new this year. I don't. If you play Regs, you'll actually see it. It's a little bit. It's odd. It's very odd. We have Moneyman Meech. He's going to be the New York Jets, and we have JMH. He is going to be on offense right now as the Kansas City Chiefs. Now JMH, 17 years old. This is his first ever live event. Money Meech is also his first ever live event. He is very much a regs guy. So this game mode fits him very much. JMH is just a competitive player, so he'll play wherever it is. Money Meech is mostly just straight regs. What you usually see from a guy like that, they're going to play a little bit different, a little bit off meta. They're going to take really good care of the clock. They're just going to do things that are like, you just don't typically see in a game from someone like John Beast, Kiv, Wesley, D-Croft. And we'll see him immediately on defense. Moneyman Meech so his full name is like Moneyman Meechy or something like that, but here it's just Money Meech. He's going to be in what appears to be, is this 2-4-5 odd? I think it's 2-4-5 odd, but I could be wrong here. Outside backer, slot corner, two backers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And we have JMH doing a little auto motion play. These auto motion plays, they added a ton of them this year, and honestly, they're pretty good. Especially if you get an auto motion play that sends a guy all the way across a formation and puts him on some kind of like fade or especially like a wheel. It's very good against non-baseline press style defenses. We're going to go right here. Bang. I believe this is Colts, by the way, from JMH. A very popular playbook. Gonna have bunch offset and bunch strong nasty. And looking at it right there, it does appear that. Very offensive heavy games. You got to remember, Madden 25 is very, very offensive heavy, and you can really see it when you watch two offensive players go up against each other. And then what's crazy, what kind of makes some of these games take so long is that when they call this play right here, there's no Excel clock. So, like, there's no clock runoff or anything, and it's 5-minute quarters. So, I mean, these games are some of the longest games I've seen in Comp Madden. Right there, Moneyman Meech feels like he's cheated. Whenever you get hit with your quarterback, you are risking a fumble. Now, this is something I feel like I've always talked about here, where if you're going to give something up on defense, you want to give up the scramble up the middle. The reason for this, now mind you, it's not like you want to give it up every single time, but the reason for that, sometimes it's very hard to slide down with your quarterback in this situation. And even when you do try to slide, you can get sucked out of the animation and end up fumbling. And that's kind of what happens right there. He just doesn't fumble. So, good defense, Moneyman Meech. JMH, 2nd and 7 from the 7. Gonna have possibly the in-route. No, he's going to take off. Always a risky scramble. He's able to score the touchdown. JMH is going to be talking throughout this. He is a talker. He wants to talk. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it, dude. I feel like I would see the Twitch chat during this, dude, giving like a talking like a bunch of whatever. Like, first of all, I'd see like dudes who I knew for a fact, like 40 years old in a Twitch chat, like talking, just saying insane words on the internet. I have learned from these things, dude. The things people say on the internet, not real. But this is life-changing money. This is JMH's first ever live event. This is Money Meechy's first ever live event. There's like 20K on the line. It's a big deal. You should be hyped up. If you're not hyped up, I don't know what you are. Like, I don't know. When dudes just sit there and like, there's like two reasons I feel like dudes can sit up here and like not really have any emotion at all. One, they've just done it so many times, right? That's fair. Or two, second one, I don't know, dude. Whenever I play games like this, I don't know. Fun fact, my dog's name is Madden. That's fire. Chicken Parmesan, fair. Fair. Lynn, Massachusetts, from the same hometown as T. Davis, who's a commentator for these bad boys. So JMH on defense is going to be in the meta double mug style defense, looking for disengages up the middle, and immediately Moneyman Meechy hits a C route to the left side. Very popular last year, not as popular so far this year. Unless I just made that up. Was that not a C route? Was that a corner route from the ISO? Maybe it was. Moneyman Meech in the Patriots playbook right now, in the U-off trips, also known as I think it's what is it called now? Y off U trips or something like that. No, mostly known as U trips. And you see like what makes this defense so good. This is after the new patch, by the way. What we're doing here, double mug, bang, 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 choo-choo train. These guys are all screaming up the middle, and it's just hard to consistently block them. And you'll see it right here. Halfback, Brees Hall doesn't really do anything. Able to come right free. It's insane because this defense is kind of annoying to play against, truthfully. But even with that, it's such an offensive heavy game. You see, JMH is actually in the nickel wide. But nickel wide, when you pinch your linebackers, you're actually going to create the same look as double mug. and then the intentional grounding. And then the intentional grounding. So one of the big reasons why you might do that from nickel wide is that you have more coverage adjustments, right? Or just stock coverages. Like nickel wide does have a cover 3 cloud, whereas double mug doesn't. So you have a little bit more flexibility, right? You'll see him in the baseline look right now. Let's see what Moneyman Meech is able to do. Quick throw, bang. Able to hold on to it through contact. Gets to a 4th and 4. Let's see who JMH is using here. Gonna hop onto the safety on the strong side. Calls a timeout. Huge 4th and 4. We haven't seen JMH actually send much pressure. I'm curious because one of the big change-ups you can do is that to block this, like you can block these 4, but it's interesting when these guys start coming because that can change a lot. I will say with the baseline look, like you're giving up a lot of area. Like literally, look at this. If this guy were to blitz, you're giving up this entire area of the field. And even same on this, like you don't have anybody back. That's where the baseline look kind of can hurt you, is that because they're so far out and they're not aligned with the wide receivers, you give up so much room in the middle. Baseline has a lot of positives. Your defense going to look the same, exact same every time. You might be able to get better coverage, a leverage again. Oh, let's see. High ball. Ooh, that is a Regs Demon type of play. You hate to see that. I can't lie. I don't know what to say about this. Yikes. You hate to see it, brother. You hate to see it. Biggest thing for JMH is you just gotta play, dude. It's a long game. You just gotta play. You just gotta play. Damn, that is tough. But baseline can really help you against some corner routes, right? Because a lot of times in this game, Madden 25, you're just in default alignment or man align, where you're like right up on the guys. Your flat zones, I mean, he's freaking out. He is tweaking right now. He is tweaking. Jesus. Jesus. You can actually see Ryan Hollins in the background. He was kind of like, damn. Um, but like default alignment, you just can't. The flats don't get out to the sidelines fast enough. So corner routes just like literally outflank them, out leverage them. Whereas you come out in baseline, your guy's already out to the sidelines. It's way easier to actually play the corner routes. But again, gives up a lot of stuff in the middle. Moneyman Meech in the single back wing tight right now. Gonna go to a stretch to the left side. I mean, he is still just tweaking. Now he's not tweaking. Now he's just talking. All right, I respect it now. I met JMH for the first time a few days ago, maybe a week ago, and I met Moneyman Meech, dude, like 3 years ago, also in Orlando. Both seem like cool enough people. We're gonna get an insta boom right there, but that's where those disengage. Like, think about it. These disengage blitzes work not exactly the same against a run, but yeah, boom, 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 boom. Right, you got 4 dudes screaming in at a guard, center, and guard. So you can at times get one of these guys to just pop free. And if it's a slower handoff, like on a stretch play or some kind of outside zone or something like that, you will at times see this guy just get hit. And it's just like, okay. Moneyman Meech gonna go for it though. 4th and goal from the 5. That's really good red zone defense from JMH though. That's incredibly good red zone defense. Let's see. I do think that that's gonna be something in this next patch, whenever the next patch is, that like coming free of the middle thing will get tuned, will get changed some because it hasn't been an issue for at least not what it is right there. Good dot, good dot. Whenever you can find, look what Moneyman Meech does here. So he gets post route that runs across back the end zone, and then JMH in this kind of interior disengage defense, which means who's stopping this? Who's stopping a rollout? This guy's not blitzing. This guy can't, right? Even if this guy was in a contain, he's out leveraged. So, because of that, we're able to roll out with Aaron Rodgers right here. Users a little bit behind. Switch stick can't get there. Able to throw it, inbounds, catches it, touchdown. Kind of a scary drive for Meech, though, I'll be honest. Like, seriously, if you are JMH right here, like, it sucks because you feel like you stopped him. And it's like, this game's so hard to get stops. You get that stop. You just want to be rewarded for it. But with that being said, you have to really have to consider the fact that you just made him work incredibly hard on his first drive of the game. So you got to be thinking that like you will be getting stops at some point in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like in your head, you just be like, I will get a stop. I will get a stop. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And so that's how I always try to think of it. But it's way easier in an online head-to-head game than it is in a game for 20K because that stop could be the difference between winning and losing if he gets it or not, right? JMH in the bunch calls double post right here. Nothing really they're gonna roll up, but that's what I'm saying, dude. Like that scramble up the middle really is what you want to give up because you've probably had this happen to you where you've tried to slide before and you just get tackled from behind. Like this is a very close. If this guy was a little bit closer, it's a very close situation where they won't let you slide and you'll get hit. I actually think if you're Meech here, you keep on doing exactly this because he's now scrambled up middle on you 3 times. One was a touchdown, right? It was just a 7-yard gain though, but it was a touchdown. That right there, 7-yard gain. The other though was where he couldn't get off or he couldn't get the slide down and almost fumbled. That's a situation you'd love to see that deep zone. Just make a little bit better of a play. A little bit better of a play. Really good strategy that JMH has been doing a lot. I guess he doesn't do it this play, so I will wait a moment. Also, I do apologize. My voice sounds a little scratchy. I have like shards of glass in my throat right now. Just shards of glass in my throat. So we drop back right underneath. This is a very similar play to what Kiv ran a lot of right here. If we check this out, one of my favorite routes in the game, a return route from 17. Gonna fake out. Bang comes back in. Very tough to defend this. Yeah, that's an incredibly tough play to defend. You'll see that same auto motion now. Let's see what the auto motion guy's actually on this time. Is he on a wheel? No, he's just on an out route, so nothing crazy. A lot of halfback streaks coming out here. Usually you would see having some sort of clear out route with the halfback streak, like something a clear out to the sideline. Well, a lot of people don't realize when you say clear out, a lot of people think you're just talking about clearing out a deep zone, right? Like one of these guys, a streak or something to clear out. But also, let's imagine this guy's in a flat, right? Well, you could have a clear out route if you want this seam to get open. If this guy's in a flat and you want this seam to get open, you need something pushing this guy to the sideline. That's why the play vertical stock is so good because you have that stock wheel on your outside wide receiver acting as a pull to the sideline for the flat zone. Let's see what we have. In route, bang. Spin? I thought he'd spin. I thought he would just tap B. No B tap there. Let's see what his red zone's like. Meech in 3-3-5 wide for his red zone defense, it looks like. Stretch left side. Isaiah Pacheco gets in. So Moneyman Meech back with the ball. We got 4 left in the second quarter. Immediately, I think he just called stock inside cross from Trips tight end. I will say, like, dude, when you watch, like, Regs players play, I mean, they win games. Like, he's made it this far, but it's a little bit, like, honestly, it's cool. They'll play the game in just a different way than a lot of like kind of pros will play. See right there, a little RPO left side. Always something good. I'm a big advocate now. Ever since they added in RPOs, especially when they got like good past couple, about 2 or 3 Maddens now, I feel like you just have to have RPOs in your offense of some sort, right? That's where an offense, like I always get asked, like, what do you think about U-trips? What do you think about U-trips? And I think U-trips is a really good formation, right? Out of Patriots. The issue that it runs into though is it doesn't have any RPOs. And I seriously think in terms of a long season, a long tournament, a long whatever it is, right? Where we're thinking big picture, not just a singular game, but although it applies to a singular game, you need something in your offense that's going to help make things easier, right? And the pure run game just isn't as good this year or the past few years as it's been in the past. But the RPO game is still really good. I think you just have to have RPOs somewhere in your offense. I think it just helps out so much. We're going to see nothing's really open. He's going to throw it away. Gets to a 3rd and 10. JMH just did the strap, the seatbelt. He just emoted. Let's see what Moneyman Meech is able to do. Still in that double or still in the wide, shifting into the mug with the linebackers. All you gotta do is pinch your linebackers, and he's doing a lot of JMH. One thing I've noticed early is typically people always use her this top safety who's on the weak side. So like right here, or that like not number side. So we have 3 wide receivers to the right. You would use her this guy to the left, right? Because just tight end halfback. JMH is a lot of times like bringing this guy down first, which is a little interesting, a little bit different than what a lot of people will do. And he's even going to use her, this guy, I think. A big reason why you'll see people bring their safeties into the box, even people who they don't use her, is because there's so much, and he ends up using that weak side guy. Let's see what he has. Moneyman Meech missed the corner out to the right. He missed the corner, but a big reason why they'll bring them down, as JMH is clipping now, or no, Meech is clipping, is because, like, if I'm at 15 yards, basically in this game, if I'm at 15 yards in a deep zone, 15 yards in front of me is all open, right? I'll never play that. But if I just get brought down to, let's say, 7 yards, then I'm cutting that distance in front of me in half and still keep my deep responsibility. That's where bring your safety down can help so much and keep a regular defense, or it can change a regular defense and make it incredibly better without making many adjustments. Right here, really basic. Just in route, or I'm sorry, just a curl. I don't know if that was a deep third or it was man coverage, but it's one of those like gotcha routes. It really is something you can't rely on all throughout the game, but in certain situations you can fit them in. I honestly would rather see him go to like the deep out, the speed out custom stemmed up to that distance, but curl obviously works. Able to throw it. Let's see what JMH does here. Gonna be on this guy. Gonna shoot the run. Good tackles right there. See him go for the dive tackle. A lot of people, I feel like, go for hit sticks or they spam A, right? Spam A or X on PlayStation. I think dive tackling is extremely underrated by a lot of people. Dive tackling it'll like increase the hitbox almost of where you can animate on an actual tackle animation. And notice here, Michi is consistently taking this clock down. Not all the way, but he is playing at a much slower pace, I feel like, than JMH or other people we've seen. Has circle, doesn't throw. Could have highballed it, though. Does he throw it late? That's an insane throw to make late. I can't lie, Meech. I can't lie, brother. Your 2 touchdown drives have been a little Mickey. That right there, I would be pissed. Underrated thing here, by the way. You do this in college football. This corner right here, Xavier Worthy. You can go into your depth chart and put a wide receiver at corner. Reason he's doing it is just because of how fast Xavier Worthy is. Maybe that's an argument for that ball shouldn't get knocked out then because Xavier Worthy. Fair. Is that an argument for why that ball is that, like, I don't know, just throwing stuff out there. Clef is just like staring. Interesting. Let's see. JMH in a situation though. So Meech gets ball at half. JMH has it right now. 2:19 left. This play right here has to be a run. And this could even be, because I don't think a lot of the runs out of shotgun are great, and he's not going to. I actually think you could get under center and run the ball. He goes for a bigger play, ends up working out right because he gets a gain of 15. I don't call this play before. Okay, he has 2 clock. I'm good. I'm going to say don't call this play before the 2-minute warning. And I think this play's got to be a run. This play, you run the ball, get it down to a minute 30, right? Just get it underneath a minute. Then you can play offense. Like, you have not got, I don't even know if JMH has gotten to a 3rd down at this point. And he's going for a very, instead of a run play, he goes for a very horizontal-based concept or passing concept. Like, look at this play right here. This is bench pivot. We have drag. We have in route. We have a little zig, but it's like a deeper developing zig, and then a speed out. So nothing even going 12 plus yards downfield. This is essentially a run play, right? Where it's just like you're just attacking underneath, making the read. A little bit higher, like, chance of big success with the run, or like success, because the run plays, especially on a shotgun, can just get blown up. So I actually don't hate that play call at all. I think it's really, really good. And he chewed it down. So honestly, pretty good clock management right there. Could have chewed it a few more seconds, but he goes for another underneath route concept. Checks down, 2nd and 7. Probably going to leave chew clock on for at least one more play. Something he's doing a ton of is he'll come out in this bunch strong, but then he'll immediately audible as well. Doesn't do it this play, but he has done a ton of it. And we're going to see. So look, this return route right here. Look, there's nobody. This guy's all blitzing users right here. This guy can't defend square on the return route. So only person who can is Mosley. We'll see if Mosley is still usering that here in a second. He doesn't, and guess what? Return route's open, ends up throwing it off his back foot, but nonetheless, has Patty Mahomes. You can do that. 55 seconds now. Call your play from the play call screen. No runoff. Whoa. Oh, he has 2 clock on still. Runoff because of that. Fair. Yeah. If you have 2 clock on, then you will. Let's see. Goes for an underneath concept again. Gets that deeper develop. And he's just calling that bench pivot play over and over. Now we see Meech call timeout with 25 seconds. He's getting to a spot where he's like, okay, let me see if I can't get the ball back before half and maybe do something with it. Really, like, I think he plays super aggressive right here. He does. Gets the throw. And now, okay, now you just have to play defense. Now you don't care about getting the ball back. 21 seconds, because you got to think, if JMH scores on this play, Meech will have the ball back in 17 seconds. Probably not doing anything with that. Like, maybe, but like that's the most ideal situation. I think from here on out, you're just trying to hold 3, right? You're no longer playing aggressive. Could have gotten away with that argument earlier because Meech gets ball at half, so he's honestly in a fine spot. He really is, especially holding the 3, right? He doesn't even need to care about getting the ball back anymore. But had he got it back with like a minute somehow, then he could have tied the game and then gotten ball in half with a tie game. Let's see. Timeout from JMH. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but a little discipline right there, waiting to see if Meech would call a timeout. Let's see. Still in shotgun. Going back to that same play. He's been kind of spamming this play. Good user. In route bang. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown. And see 12 seconds there. We're going to see the extra point go through. See what Meech can do. Meech does have a timeout, so like maybe he's able to get 3. It's pretty tough. It's a pretty tough spot to get 3. Let's see. JMH in 3-3-5 wide or nickel 3-3 cub. Called now. Is he gone? No, takes a hit. Okay. I mean, honestly, dude, 7 seconds to get 18-ish yards. Maybe a little less, maybe like 16. You could do that in 7 seconds. You could actually do it. You just gotta get out of bounds. You have to get out of bounds. Need triangle on a corner. Yep. Heck, I would have liked to see Garrett Wilson motion out on a corner. Let's see. Nothing there. Good idea. Picked off. Tranquil. Gonna get tackled probably. Let's see. Yes, he does. And we go to half with JMH up 21-14. Honestly, overall, like both players, man, honestly, if you're JMH, you feel like you probably should be up more because Meech had the crazy roll to the left side, touchdown, caught it in traffic type thing. And on his first drive, he had that ag on 4th down. If you're JMH, you think you should be winning by more, but you are happy being up 7. Ball is in your court with this because even if Meechie scores right here, you are still, like, it's a tie ball game. You have control. Biggest thing, you just got to make him work, right? Because Meech has had to work this entire game so far. You just can't, like, oh, oops, 1-point touchdown type thing. Because you have not given that up all game so far. Meech coming out in the U-trips right here. See JMH in the same defense still. You know, just get a nice little throwaway. It's actually kind of crazy. He might have had a big play to that wheel. But switch shake does change that too, potentially. Dude, I don't know if you guys ever get, like, a sore throat, bro. Or, like, have to talk a lot during it. Dude, this, like, scratch in the back of my mouth. Ugh. Ugh. Not fun. Not fun. Here he's going into tight open. Has a stock zig on the outside. Go with a drag. I don't actually love. Why? What does he know here that I don't? So we can't see the coverage, but or we can't see what the coverage exactly is. Does JM8? What happens here? Is this an outside third? The outside third bites down? That must be. Unless JMH just somehow did not have a deep blue on the right side. That is low-key an insane cover 3 bomb then. I don't know. Like, I'm not 100% sure. But I guess that's what that had to have been. Unless. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Meech's gonna go for 2. So this is where it gets kind of interesting. He's putting some pressure now on JMH. Let's see. He flipped and now he's audibling back to this time to trips tight end. Has to play slants. Has a nice little short slant out right here from the tight end potentially. And he's gonna eat a delay. 100% eating delay. Yep. Yep, he is kicking. He kicked. Beautiful. All right, JMH on offense. In the bunch strong nasty. Gotta watch this return route. Gotta watch it. People love calling it. And it's gonna go motion. Nope, got corner route this time. This little motion. He's probably one of the only players I see using that motion and not always putting him on like a deep route or like calling one of the plays that has him on like a fade or something. Right there, he's on a stock out route. Just really good at manipulating the defense against, especially against this meta, because it's such a compressed meta, right? On defense, where you see, I mean, Meech right now is in that double mug. So you have 6 guys who are basically on the tackles, plus the user gets in the tackles, like 7. Like you're just able to do different things. But Meech being a little bit different, where he's actually instead of using a safety, he's actually on a slot corner. So again, kind of showing how like he's just gonna play a little bit differently than people. And yeah, halfback streak to the right side. That's that same play though. That's that play at the return route. Just this time they're able to attack away from it. I mean, that play is good, man. That play is good. You see the immediate audible from JMH. Has the touchdown, throws it up. Hardman, easy, tutty. And now, I mean, JMH, I feel like is just moving the ball with ease. He is moving the ball with friggin' ease. Meech's got ball back. Quick 2 touchdowns we've seen now. Little RPO bubble started off. Actually had the bubble, but he just hands it off. Probably just trying to get to a hash mark. Pressure of the middle, does not get through at all. Might go corner route, but goes one like. And this is a big takeaway. If you play people online, I feel like you'll see this. But if you're like not aware, like you're not doing it, dude, you can roll out and hit like every throw in this game. Now you can't make like absolutely crazy throws consistently, but like that type of throw you can make. You saw earlier the roll out to the left side, kind of deep throw you're able to make. Um, it's not. I wouldn't say it's Madden 22 esque. Ooh, dang. It's not like Madden 22 esque necessarily, but it's some of the best like on the run type throwing that we've seen in a few years. And now we actually see. Well, I was about to say Meech was going a little bit faster, but this time he chooses the clock down a little bit. High ball, no, no. Big thing though, dude. You highball stuff. I mean, JMH is just tweaking. You highball stuff, dude, does not get picked. You will almost never throw picks highballing, bro. You just won't. Yep. Look like curl flat getting sucked inside. This really is though like what JMH couldn't let happen because like that's why those stops that he kind of felt like he got earlier, like, and he didn't get hurt so much. And right there like a laser to the seam, right? Like it's this in this game, it's only a matter of time before your opponent just starts moving the ball easily. It is. Like this is a very offensive heavy game. You can make crazy throws. Zones don't really react. Meech is going for 2 right here. Et cetera, et cetera. Like you is just a very offensive heavy game. And now Meech is just moving the ball with ease. You've seen he's scored 2 touchdowns now in less than 2 minutes in the third, or 2.5 minutes or so. And I mean, that's where those stops earlier just massive. Let's see, interior pressure, no. Got it. And dude, that's where it's just like, if you want to see an example, bro, watch Chanel right here. This guy. I mean, we just need him to like we need him to make a play on this ball. At least hit the guy. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's actually one of the best examples ever of like, and dude, I don't know what his zone coverage is. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't think I care. I don't because I know for a fact even if it was good zone coverage, he wouldn't have played it. Like that type of thing, dude. It's just like that's where people when you hear people talk about zones, that's a good example. There's been some other good examples in this as well, but that's a good one. I'm not as much of an advocate for like, man, I like to see him knock out more stuff. It's you get into a crate like because here's the deal with like, oh man, like they shouldn't catch it every time in contact. Okay, fair. But then you get into the realm of what type of game do you want to play? Do you want to play a simulation game? Which is fine if you do, but I'm asking, right? Because that's where like you have to figure it out. Do you want to play a simulation game where things are more 50-50? Then you start getting away from the better player wins and it's just more ratings dice roll based. Or do you want to play a comp game where actions are always like the results of an action are always the same, which is going to be more competitive, less real football like. Again, depends on the type of game you want to play. Regardless though, I think we can all agree you'd like to see that zone play that guy, right? You would like to see that. And so I think that's where it's important to find like where like we can find areas where no matter what type of game you want to play, I feel like that's something like everybody can agree on. We all want that zone to play that guy. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're cool with Chanel just standing there. I feel like me as an outside linebacker in high school, I'm playing that. I like to think I am. Now I'm not breaking it up, but I might take a step that way. Anyways, JMH going pretty fast right here. We're starting to see a little bit more semblance of a shootout. He's actually in tight open. Sends a 6-man. 6-man doesn't get there fast enough. Good read from JMH. Had the flat on that side too. Really just only a deep blue it looked like on the left. And now we're starting to see no one really seems to care about the clock right now. Got a minute 30 in the third. Meech is switching up his defense here and that. Actually, that blitz might have came in. Gonna get that. Good tackle. Good tackle. Does he bunch short side? Does he flip? Yep. Immediate. One of the biggest things, dude, if you can audible, if you plan on audible or you're thinking about audibling, audible immediately. Because it's so hard. Like right there, that's why. That is why. Does not get his defense set up. Very risky though. Like that's what I'm talking about with this. So immediately see right here, Meech not able to get his defense set up because of the audibling. Audible and then quick snapping. That's tough. But then the roll up, the scramble up the middle, that's so close to being a fumble. I think he was behind the pocket or behind the line of scrimmage when he got hit. So, like, whatever. But, like, dude, you are playing with fire. I really do think if you were going to get hurt somewhere on defense, the scramble up the middle is one of the places where it's more okay. Gets underneath, big hit, holds on to it. And again, it's like, do you want that to get caught every single time or no? For me, I love consistency. So whatever that consistency means, that's fine. I just want to see zones react better consistently still, though. Let's see, switch stick to him. No, goes dot right there. Xavier Worthy. And that's where, dude, he's able to roll out against, what kind of pressure is this right here? Oh, I mean, ends up being that, dude, I can't believe that end just got bitched bad. That end got bitched bad. Wow. Replay that one. That was nuts. I gotta think, dude, Meech is the type of guy to start clocking, I think. I think he is. I think he's the type who might clock right here. 5.5 minutes to go, basically. 5 3/4 minutes, give or take. I'm interested if he would. Because you could clock this. And the thing is, if you score, like, this might be like go for a one-play touchdown right here. And if you don't get it, clock it. Because you don't really want JMH to have ball last in a tie game. And if this drive takes 3 minutes, then JMH's drive is only going to take, like, he has 3 minutes and he has to get 3. That's easy clock. So that might be what he's doing right here, actually. He's going for a bomb, I think. Yeah, this is definitely some sort of big hitter play. Able to catch it, gets out of bounds. He's trying to score before the fourth quarter. I don't think JMH is willing to clock from 5 minutes out. But if Meech were to run this and, like, be like again, get JMH the ball at 3 minutes or so, a little bit tougher in my opinion. I'm watching the Lions game right now. Huge hit to start the game. Huge hit from Alex Anzalone to start the game. Yo, he might force it. No, nothing really there. Probably gonna throw it away. Throw it away. Yep. Gets that throw off. Aaron Rodgers. Very good release. Trips right side. JMH has sat in the same defense all game long. Changing up the coverages some. Right there goes full man coverage right side. Oh. And that's literally exactly, like, that's exactly what Meech needed. Because now, even after the kickoff, JMH has to run a play. And in this situation, you are getting to a spot where every single play is pretty important. Did he go for 2? No, he ate a delay. All right, he's going to just tie the game up. Got it. Big play right there from me, or from JMH. We missed it slightly, but we're gonna get into the fourth quarter. See, this is just tough if you're JMH. Big time. Like, again, the user was off put right there. Defense worked out, but the user was not on the correct guy. It's like, I mean, honestly, if you just score, you're fine. So I think this is actually almost like a situation where I think some people might overthink it. But if you score a touchdown, you're fine. Make him do whatever, right? If he wants to go for 2, line it up to where there's no time left, go for 2 for the win, you just say, okay, like, that's perfect clock management from you. You just got to get 7 no matter what. Maybe you just try, like, there is an argument to, like, just have the clock moving in the confines of your offense. But I don't think in any world are you calling plays to purposely clock right here. Let's see. Gets down. Yep. I just think it's too risky. And, like, you could. Like, you definitely could. It's just, I feel like I see that backfire a lot. And especially JMH, I don't think he's, like, that type of player where he wants to clock. See him. Oof. Ooh. Love to see that one get knocked out. You'd love to see that one get knocked out, brother. Got the seam again, that time with the crosser. They love calling this double post play and just putting the outside guy who's on the post route just on a streak. Yeah, see the quick audible? Is he going to quick snap? Quick audible, quick snap. Try not to let the defense set up. Good defense from Meech, actually. Great defense with the scramble up the middle. And that's like it, he got JMH just got cheated. Oh, JMH just got cheated. What was he trying to do? Because he's rolling out, or he's trying to scramble the middle. Then he try throwing it away. Yeah, I mean, like that sucks. That sucks for him. But it was a very odd, kind of an odd thing that like happened right there. I feel like weird, weird. Now Meech here is just in super clock mode. I'm surprised he doesn't go under center or something. Truthfully, I think this run gets blown up, and the run gets blown. Double mug just kills the run. It's killed the run for years, by the way. There's some runs that'll pop double mug, like off tackles, outside zones, stuff like that. But in like general, as an overall rule, double mug will can pop a lot of shotgun runs. Just because you're just overloading the middle off the line. They just can't do anything. I just watched the Lions get 3 and outed. They 3 and outed the Rams, and they just got 3 and outed as well. Nothing really there. Aggressive defense from JMH. Gets him to a 3rd and 15 and stops the clock. I don't know what he's saying. I do respect him being vocal. I do respect that though, brother. Hide open. Double mug. Gonna be sending probably 4 right here. I don't think he sends 6. This is a deeper route come up. Possibly expect a rollout right here. No, just gonna step back. I don't know. Oh, he throws a laser. Out of bounds, though. This is that release from Aaron Rodgers. Look at this. Man just coming in. Like, dude just coming in his face. And what is he able to do? And this is also like, this is a zone right here. He's set to 15. Throws it to 20. Tough. That is tough. That is a dot. Like, that is a dot. That is a dot. And yeah, now we see Meech finally getting under center to run the ball. Especially in this situation where like it's so obvious you're gonna run on 1st and 10. Might as well get to a formation where like you can run and like, I don't know, potentially have more success. Even right there, like you just don't want 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. 2nd and 8, ideally you get more, but like, sure. Now, from 2nd and 8, I think given the time and situation, I think you pass. I don't think you want to be on 3rd and 4th downs too often. So I think you pass right here, and he is. JMH might run like shaded down man. He does actually. Shaded down man catches it. And is that in or out? Is that in of bounds or out of bounds? Because that's a massive difference. That is out of bounds. That is out of bounds. JMH. Also, we missed it earlier, but he rage called a timeout. So he's only at 2 timeouts right now. After his interception, he called a timeout. Just like out of rage. Okay, there's that. That was kind of wild. They hit the quarterback, got hit again. That's going to take us 1 more play until a 2-minute warning. So JMH telling him to throw the ball. Now, Michi's definitely right for running right there, but also JMH is right for for trying to tempt him into passing, to be honest. Trips to the right. Post, just, I mean, 3 post routes. Who gets open? Somebody does. 3 post routes and a whip. 3 post routes and a whip. That's like the TikTok, the millennial women in an office. 3 post routes and a whip. 3 post routes and a whip. Dude, those TikToks are miserable. So that was 3rd and inches. Stretch. I mean, dude, his runs have gotten blown up. First down. Falls down. Timeout from JMH. He's down to 1 timeout now, all because he rage timed out. You very rarely will see a rage timeout, I'll be honest. Those are not very common. Stretch left, motion, Yabuya. Somehow you just gotta blow these runs up. Okay. No more timeouts. JMH could get the ball back with like 58 seconds. It'd be like 48 seconds. It'd be 48, not 58, but same idea. He's gonna pass. Quick throws it. Ooh, I thought a spin move right there. Just tap B. That might get you out. He goes hurry up, but that's gonna get the clock run off anyways. See the audible into post corner drive. First down cooks this game. JMH brings that safety down, brings both safeties down a little bit, and then Meech calls a timeout. I don't mind that. Watch return route left side, slant left side as well. Gonna get good spacing both vertically and horizontally with those two. Nothing really there. Oh, and he got the first. That's another one of those situations, dude, where I'm just like, man, I'd really like to see. This is the throw. I'd love to see this guy like play. Like, how does he doesn't even, like, this guy doesn't even come down or anything. First down. As I set up Meech for a very, very easy field goal. He kicks it. It's up and through. GG's. I do respect JMH for dapping him up. It's good sportsmanship right there. GG's. I mean, really good game, dude. Meech on to the finals. Just one cool 20K. I do feel like watching this game back. I watched it live, watching it back. Though I'm like, Meech found a way. You can't really take anything away from it. But early on, I do think that JMH outplayed him in the first half. Like, second half, I think they were whatever. First half, I do think JMH outplayed him. And so Meech being able just to stay on par with that, that's the difference maker right there. GG's.